Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephen Houck alongside Gina Redman at the WIAT 42 News studios. We're turning our set red for breaking news of a shooting situation at a UPS service center near the Birmingham airport this morning.
We just got confirmation from Lieutenant Sean Edwards from the Birmingham Police Department that 3 people are confirmed dead, including the shooter. There is a news conference about to get underway, we believe, involving Police Chief A.C. Roper to give us more details exactly what happened. Now, we know this happened at 9:30 this morning. Let's go live to the scene for the very latest.
I'm going to give a statement, just some scribble stuff, and we can't answer a lot of questions because it's extremely fluid. The entire incident hasn't been an hour yet. So here we go. Oh, we got one more. Okay. All right, let's let them.
Chief, while we're waiting, can we confirm there are 3 dead, including the shooter?
That is correct.
And the shooter was an employee?
Okay, so now I'm about to. If y'all give me a moment, then I'll yeah, y'all just.
We got some more meetings. We want them to set up as well. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, to those trucks, time is money. You know what?
Yeah, I know.
We're live right now,
Okay.
Chief.
All right, again, we are waiting here for
Situation that happened
Chief
here.
A.C. Roper to give the official statement.
At 9:21 this morning, the Birmingham Police Department received multiple calls regarding an active shooter here at the UPS business. Patrol units responded quickly. They rallied up and made an entry into the building. They were able to clear the building, and of course, during the shooting, multiple employees exited the facility. Officers, once they arrived and entered the building, located 3 deceased people in the business. It appears that it's the shooter, who is still wearing his UPS uniform, and 2 other employees. At this time, we have no information regarding the motivation that led to this incident, so we'll be digging into the work history, into the background, also talking to family members and these other employees who may be able to shed some information on what caused this incident today. We'll be transporting multiple witnesses to a different location to provide counseling support, but also for our investigators to start that process of interviewing them to determine what they knew, what they saw, and what they can share with us that will help us figure out exactly what happened here today. There were no other injuries. We do have people who are extremely upset by what they saw today and what they witnessed, so we want to make sure we support them. We cannot release the identities of the decedents at this time, pending the notification of the next of kin, but we're working through all that. So it'll be a very methodical investigation, even though we have a pretty good idea about what transpired inside the business. So at this time, the business is locked down. We'll be grabbing the evidence, processing that scene, interviewing witnesses in a very methodical and comprehensive fashion to make sure we get a good picture of what led up to today and what we can do in the future to prevent it.
Chief, can you tell us, were all of the victims UPS employees?
At this time, it appears to be so, but it's very preliminary. So we'll work through that as we talk to these witnesses and get good identification on everyone.
So you at this point cannot confirm that he was fired yesterday?
No, I cannot confirm that.
Chief, your reaction to the situation, just in general?
Well, it's extremely troubling for the city, for these families that are involved, because when these people came to work today, they had no idea that this would be their last day here on earth, and to have this happen to them while they're inside their place of employment, doing what we want people to do. Find a job, work, be productive, give back to society, do all those things. And they were doing that. No one was doing anything risky, but they were just people working at their job. And for them to lose their lives today is extremely sad. It reflects on society. It reflects the fact that we have people who, whatever they think their challenges are, violence is never the answer. And so we've had people to lose their lives today who didn't deserve it.
Chief, does it appear that the shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at this point? They were dead prior to tactical team's entry?
When the officers entered the facility, they identified and located the 3 bodies that were there, and one of those is obviously the shooter, and it appears he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Police never fired any shots, correct?
No, police never fired any shots. Did not even hear any shots when they arrived. So it appears at that time when the officers arrived in the parking lot and made entry according to their training. This is how we respond to active shooter situations. You don't wait for a tactical team to arrive. Those initial patrol units have to rally up, develop that quick plan, go in and do what they can to neutralize the threat. But at this time, when they arrived inside the facility, the incident in all respects was already over.
Chief, can you tell us a timeline about this from the response when it started to when it ended?
Any indication in terms of where in the building? Was this right inside the doorway, further in?
As you enter the warehouse area of the facility, it appears everything occurred in the warehouse area in or near the offices. And so we'll have a timeline for you later, and at this point in time, we'll end this portion and clear the roadway, and we'll give updates throughout the day.
Thank you for your time, Chief.